Everyone, this is another section with your Aunty T, the chemistry teacher. Remember, chemistry made easy with Aunty T. So let's look at our previous lesson, previous knowledge. We look at the scientific method, we look at the uses of chemistry, and as well as the adverse effects of chemistry. But before we proceed to another section, I would like you to subscribe, to follow, to like, and to share my YouTube channel. And as you do that, God bless you. So today we are looking at another interesting topic in chemistry. And I told you chemistry is very easy, it's very simple. But what are the careers in chemistry? And some people call chemistry as the central. They call it a central science. Why? Because it's in between biology and physics. It's a central science. So what are those careers? What can you study after learning chemistry now? What are those you can study in university? And what are those that you're going to become in future? Good. We're looking at careers in chemistry today, as well as the physical and chemical changes. But we'll take it one after the other. What are the careers in chemistry? The first one I will tell you is science teacher. So that is myself, science teacher. Science teacher. Another one, we call them the pharmacist. So you want to become a pharmacist? Another one, the zoologist. We also have the geologist. We also have the food scientist. We have the surveyors. Want to become a surveyor? We have the surveyors. We also have the doctor. The doctors. We also have the nurses. Oh, they give injection. Nurses. We have the laboratory technologist. We have lots of professional under careers. I'm just telling you a few. We have lots of it that we can just mention. We also have the medical assistant. Let me write that. The 10th one, the medical assistant. So if you want to become one of the following careers on the board, right here, you have to study chemistry. You want to become a medical doctor, you need to be in the science labs. So I have this few, some of those courses, some of those careers. So these are the ones that is on the board, and the Lord bless us to do that. Now we proceed to another one, which we call it, I told you before that we're just looking at the physical and the chemical changes. Now, what are the physical changes? Physical changes have to do with what you can see. Physical, but chemical has to do with a reaction. So I'll look at it one after the other. Physical changes. So a physical change is a change which is easily reversed and in which no new substances are formed. No new substances have formed. Good. I can give you one example, the one we are used to at home, everyone used to do it. We call that one the solution of common salt in water. When you are dissolving your salt, the salt you have at your mommy house in the kitchen, the salt in your mom's kitchen, and you dissolve it in water. It's called a physical change. But we said by the derivation is a change easily reversed. A physical change is a change which is easily reversed. How can you get your salt solution back? Yeah, there's something we call evaporation process in chemistry. Then evaporate to dryness. And you take, after you've already mixed your salt in the water, you have a salt solution. So you want to get your salt back, you have to, that your solution, the salt solution, you have to dissolve, you have to put it on the gas. You allow the water to dry off. Then what will remain in your pot is the salt. You can as well pass it at home. So, example, let's look at common examples. Number one, the solution of common salt in water. That's the first example. Another example I will give you is changes in the states of matter. Changes in the states of matter. Another one is changes in the state of matter. What is changes in the state of matter? What do you mean? What do I mean by that? You know, from liquid state to solid state. And from also what? From solid to liquid state. You know, when you take your water, you put your water, that water is a liquid. When you put it in the fridge, what are you going to get? You are going to get ice block. So when you get ice block, that's from liquid to solid state. But you can as well get your liquid back. You know, when you remove your ice block from the fridge, just put it on the table or anywhere without anything, you're going to see that it's going to defroze. So it's going to defroze. So when it's defroze, you have your what? You have your liquid back. So we have changes in the state of matter. I have another one. Number 3. We call it magnetization. Magnetization and demagnetization of iron rod. Good. Magnetization and demagnetization of iron rod. So now we have this. So we have the 3 examples I gave you. Know, when you take your magnet, but you attract your magnet to an object, it's going to attract it. But if you remove that magnet from that metal, your object still gets your what? As I said earlier, we are looking at the examples of physical changes. We have the solution of common salt in water. Number 2, changes in the states of matter. Number 3, magnetization and the demagnetization of iron rod. So you can see this is a physical change. Now let's proceed to what we call a chemical change. What is a chemical change? It's just like one and opposite of the physical change. A chemical change is one which is not easily reversed and in which new substances are formed. In which new substances are formed. You can see the opposite of the physical change. A chemical change is one which is not easily reversed and in which new substances are formed. Now let's look at common example. The first example I will tell you is the burning of firewood. Number 1. You know, burning of firewood. You know, when you take your firewood, you're going to burn it to ashes. You cannot convert your ashes back to the wood again. It's not possible. So that is why it's an example of a chemical change. The second one is the Rusting of iron. Rusting of iron is another example. When your iron gets rusted, there's no how you can take it back. It's only if you don't want your iron to get rusted, you have to prevent it. But if you don't do that, when you have it rusted, it can't be reversed. The third one, that is fermentation and decay of food substances. So fermentation and decay of food substances is another example of what? Of chemical change. We have lots of chemical changes. So that will be the end of our today's lecture. But I hope you have your notes with you as you're watching me, because I told you always have your notes as we enjoy ourselves together. A time is coming when there's going to be a question. I'm going to throw the question out to every one of you watching me, and they'll be able to answer my question. There's gift attached to it, so it's better you have your notes. So we look at careers in chemistry, physical, and chemistry, and I hope we gain one or two things today. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Thank you.